Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Marauders at Midnight. I'm Isabella,
And I'm B.
and we are your hosts for this midnight. That's going to be the intro now
For this midnight,
for this midnight.
at this
Yeah,
midnight hour or something like that.
at
Yeah.
the hour of midnight.
We'll work it out.
You're
Last
like,
week,
that's
oh,
terrible.
yeah, a little bit. It just doesn't flow nice. Last week, we talked about the one and only Remus Lupin.
Yes. Yeah.
It was very
We
good.
love him. We talked
We
about him for a
do.
long time.
Yeah.
Um,
Over an hour.
yeah. However, with Sirius, and I love Sirius, but
I am indifferent to him.
you're not the biggest fan.
No, I'm
But
not.
guys, I'm going to bring her over to the dark side. Just kidding,
That
it's not the dark side, it's the serious
Isabella's trying
side.
to convert me. She's trying to
Yeah,
get me over.
it's gonna work. I
Okay.
have faith, hope. Yeah.
Faith, trust, and a little bit of pixie dust.
Okay,
I watched Tinkerbell a couple weeks ago.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess so. The last time we talked about Remus, and I went over like every single like canon thing that I could think of about him. So I have like a few little things. They're not very organized like last time, but I guess we can just talk about like his family and where he comes from.
I feel like with Sirius's canon stuff too, I almost said canon events. With his canon, we can go more in depth, I feel like, because there's a lot more that's like
Yeah.
known about them. So I feel like that's why we didn't structure it as much.
Yeah. He has a lot of like controversy, problematic parts in his bloodline and
Yep.
also trauma with that.
Don't forget about
So,
the incest.
oh, we're forgetting about it, okay? No, his parents are literally cousins, which makes him and Regulus cousins.
Like first cousins?
I don't know.
Ew, I hope not. That's even grosser. I
They're
mean, it's all
literally
gross, but
it's not a family tree, it's a family circle.
yeah.
So, mhm. I mean, Harry literally thought that Tonks was in love with Sirius
I
for like an
mean,
entire
based on the
book. So,
family history, it would check out. I'm sorry.
he was looking at the receipts. He was like, this looks a
Let me look at
little.
this family tree. It's a little sus.
Speaking of their family tree, it is so cool
I
looking.
want that wallpaper.
It's just like this whole tapestry of their faces, and it looks so cool. And I have
It
a little
does.
poster of it, but it doesn't give it justice. It's not the same.
I want it. I've seen people who have like a full wall of it
I
as like
know.
wallpaper. I want that.
I know.
I want to have
I
like a
want
library in my house and then have one of the walls be that.
I want one, but like without Regulus and Sirius like burnt out on it.
Isn't Regulus, isn't he a skull on it? I don't think he's
Oh yeah, he
burnt
might
out.
be.
I know Sirius is obviously burnt
I
out,
think
but
in the movie they just like have a bunch burnt out, so I just thought like
maybe.
they were
I'm
all
not
like that,
sure.
but probably
I
not.
can
I
never
don't know.
find Regulus when I'm watching the movie.
I don't think he's on it,
Yeah, I don't think
but
so.
yeah, whatever.
Okay,
Anyways,
back on train.
yeah,
Back on train? Back on
back on
track.
train. Back on the train. We're going to Hogwarts.
I wish.
Um, and Sirius, when he went to Hogwarts on the train, he became besties with James.
Oh my god, that
And
was such a smooth transition.
right, I'm so good.
Beautiful. Keep going.
And we talked a little bit about it last episode with Remus, but it was
Yes.
more about Remus. So
We
yeah,
focused
but
on Remus and Lily when we were talking about that.
yeah, they, like feel like they immediately connected, and they were just like bouncing off of each other's humor and being
Oh,
very
absolutely.
sarcastic.
They're
And
definitely a couple of
Sirius,
bros. Like, that's
couple
the
of
energy they give
bros.
me.
Yeah, I would probably be like kind of not scared of them, but just like not wanting to interact with them if I was there. I
Oh,
would just
me
be like, no,
neither.
ew, disgusting.
Yeah, I don't like men, so.
Nothing to do with you. I'd love to be friends with Lily though.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, okay, so let's go back to the Black family. So,
Yes.
obviously, we all know all of them are Slytherins. Every single one, from what
Except
we know.
Sirius.
Except Sirius. He is the black sheep ever.
Literally.
The black sheep. Ironic
Yep.
that his last name is Black.
Yes.
But
Very funny. Haha.
can you imagine the fear? Like, as soon as you heard Gryffindor, and you're like, oh my god,
I
they
would
already
cry.
hate me. What
I'd
am I gonna
cry.
do? But I feel like,
Wait,
what?
Andromeda, isn't she? Oh no, she's not a
She's
Hufflepuff. What am I talking
she's
about?
she's a Slytherin, I think.
No, it's Ted. Isn't no. What is Ted a Hufflepuff?
It's I don't know.
I think it's
I actually
headcanon
don't
to
know.
that he is.
But yeah, the reason why she was disowned was because she
Yes,
didn't.
because she was a
Yeah,
yeah.
she was with the. Is he a Muggleborn?
I believe so.
Yeah. Anyways,
He's either
yeah.
a Muggleborn or he's like half Muggle.
Hmm. Yeah, that makes
I
sense.
can't I can't fully remember though.
But yeah, I would be. I would never go back home. I'd be like, great. I'm just gonna
Oh yeah, no.
find my way out. I'm gonna live somewhere
I'd
else. I'm
live
gonna
at the
live in the
train station
streets.
and just wait for the train next year school year.
Oh yeah. What? This is so random, but like the platform 9 3/4 is only used when they're traveling to and from Hogwarts, which they do like a couple times a year. So like
Yeah.
what is its purpose when it's they're not using it? Like is it just empty?
It probably just sits there empty or like with the train. Cuz
I
we see the train going back
yeah,
in a couple of the movies, I think. So I think the train just sits there.
she just sits there.
Yeah.
Justice for the train.
Justice
Poor
for the
train.
train.
Maybe she goes and lives with like Thomas the train or something.
No, oh my
Crossover?
god. Crossover
Crossover?
event?
Oh my
I love
god.
that.
Is Thomas the train like a James variant or something? I don't know. I need to like watch the show. I feel like he is.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I'll have to watch Bullet Train and see what Lemon says about it.
That's true.
I love that
Yeah.
movie. It's starring Aaron Taylor Johnson. Go watch it if you haven't seen it.
I still haven't watched it. I know.
What? Next movie
I
night.
know. We're having a major James moment right
Yeah,
now.
sorry.
Anyways, but yeah, Sirius literally already was hated by his family. And then on top of that, he gets sorted into Gryffindor, which is the rival house
Yep.
of Slytherin. It could have been like Ravenclaw, and then they could be like, oh, okay, well,
I still think they would have hated it, but like Gryffindor is like the worst.
yeah. Yeah. Especially with the descendants, like Salazar and Godric had like beef
Yeah.
together. So
Oh my god, off topic. I ship Godric and Salazar.
yeah, they
I
had
think,
fruity beef.
yeah, they were fruity. Sorry, another James moment.
Fruitalicious. But yeah, that's
Delicious.
that's that's
Oh my god.
sucks.
Yeah. Poor Sirius. Anyways,
But yeah, anyways, back on track to James. I think that Sirius, even though like despite like the fear of being sorted into Gryffindor, he was like happy because he was like, "Oh my god, my bestie."
yeah, even though they had
My
known each other for like
bestie.
only a little bit
I
on the
love that
train.
they immediately became friends.
Yeah, I
And
think it's cute.
I kind of feel sorry because like Peter was there with James and then he was just kind of like aside and he's like, "Oh,
Poor
okay.
Peter. I know how that
Bye."
feels to like be friends with someone and then they meet someone and become instant friends with them and it's like a little
Yeah,
like stab to the heart, but it's okay.
it hurts a little bit. It's a little
It's a little painful,
painful.
but that's okay.
But yeah. Um and obviously Remus is another important person.
No, he's not important.
He's the worst. He
I'm
sucks.
kidding.
Do you have any like specific like canon things that you can think of about Sirius? Like in Hogwarts
The
or like I don't know.
prank.
That's
That's
true.
like, I know he played Quidditch.
Yeah.
I
I feel
love
like
Quidditch, actually.
the fandom doesn't talk about it that
Do you know what
much.
position he played? I've
I
never heard
feel
anyone really
like
talk about it.
I feel like it was maybe a chaser.
Okay.
Let
Oh
me
my
look
god,
it up because I
just
don't
like
know.
James, maybe?
I feel like they would have been the same. Maybe a keeper. Because Sirius is
Maybe.
a
Yeah, I
keeper.
don't know. He, debatable.
Sirius Quidditch Quidditch position. I don't know. Oh, it says chaser.
Okay, so he was a chaser. Okay, Slay.
And he was kicked out in 6th year after his prank on Snape.
Good. Sorry.
Deserved a little bit.
Deserved.
But
Definitely
yeah,
deserved.
that's interesting because I feel like nobody really talks about it that he was
Yeah.
on the Quidditch team. I know
Really,
it
the only
was
ones I.
it was in All the Young Dudes briefly,
Okay.
but like not
I
really.
feel like Quidditch just isn't talked about that much, and it sucks because I
Yeah.
love Quidditch. I think it is the coolest thing ever. It's one of my favorite things. My ex best friend, who I've mentioned before, he hated Quidditch. He didn't understand my like obsession with it, and I was like, I just love it so much. I think it's so cool. I would love to play Quidditch.
It's the only
Like,
sport I really have interest in.
yeah.
If I could fly around on a broom, I would.
I also hate that people don't understand Quidditch. I saw a TikTok the other day, and it was like the point of the golden snitch is stupid. Why would you have something that if caught it instantly wins the game? That's pointless. That's not how the snitch works. The snitch grants 150 points and it ends the game. It doesn't mean the team who caught it wins.
Yeah. So I remember in Goblet of Fire during the Quidditch World Cup,
Hmm.
Victor Crumb, I think he caught the snitch, but they didn't win
Yeah,
because
because
they didn't have enough points.
if the other team is still 160 or like more points ahead of you, they're still gonna win.
Yeah. So like most seekers, if they were paying attention to the points, they'd be like, "Oh, I see the snitch, but I shouldn't get it because we're not going to win."
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways, yeah.
Sorry for
Major
our little
James moment talking about
major,
Quidditch.
especially, yeah, perfect.
But yeah, I feel like he would have been really good at Quidditch too
Yeah,
with James. I feel
it
like
would
they would
definitely
have
be.
practiced together a
I
lot.
think it would also be a good way for Sirius to like maybe get out like his anger and like his emotions.
Yes.
Because like I know a lot of people use sports for that, and like
Hmm.
Sirius has a lot of like emotional turmoil inside of him, and like a lot of family issues. Like I feel like that would be just a good outlet for him.
And like I feel like being told he's not like good enough by his family would really
Oh
push him
yeah,
to like want to be good at something like that.
yeah, I agree.
God. I love Quidditch. I think it's so
I
cool.
also love Quidditch. We're so James.
I know. It's the
I
James
love that for
Kinneys
us.
in us.
Yep, yep.
But yeah, I really think that his friendship with James is very pure.
Oh yeah.
And it was like his actual first real friendship, I think.
I thought you were gonna say brother for a second and like shade Reggie.
Oh my god, no. No. But like at the same time, for James, I think him being an only child, and we can talk more about it in the James episode, he would have wanted nothing more than to have a brother.
Yeah. I
And
was an only child and I wanted a sibling. And
and
then I got one.
yeah.
Kidding,
And
I
then you're
love my
like,
sister.
put her back. Take her
Uh
back. Just kidding.
sometimes, but I love her so much and I would do anything for her.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay, Regulus. Okay, Sirius.
don't call me serious. Nuh-uh.
Surely
I'll
you can't
whack
be
you.
serious. I am serious. Don't call me Shirley. I'm gonna keep that was another Office reference, by the way.
Oh, I've never seen The Office.
I just recently watched it again, so I just have all of it in my brain.
Slay.
But yeah, I am all over the place with my notes. I'm so sorry for anyone listening to this.
Yeah, we're a little disorganized, but that's okay.
Do you want to talk about hold on. Do you want to talk about friendships? Like all of
Sure.
friendships
I
or
also,
just
oh,
relationships?
can we talk about Reggie and him also maybe a little bit? Or do we want
Yes,
to,
I
okay.
have that in my notes.
Okay.
We
We can
can
talk
talk
about
about it.
friendships first.
We can talk about it like Regulus and Sirius, but from Sirius's perspective, and
Yeah, and
then
then we'll do
Regulus's.
opposite. Yeah. See, we're giving you
Yeah.
guys all our plans.
Mm-hmm. Don't go
Okay, so
copying
yeah,
us.
friendships. Do we want to talk a little bit more about James?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
I don't know what I was gonna say.
I really wish we knew more about their relationship, and how it was like probably strained after the prank. I would like to know more about that.
Yes.
Like, because I know James wouldn't have stood for what he did. I know
James
he would have been upset as
is
much as he hates
very
Snape.
James is very loyal
Yeah,
to all of his friends, I think, and
yeah,
he would have like not let him get away with that and
yeah.
wouldn't have just been like, "Oh, like it's okay. Just don't do it again." He would be like, "No, like that was not okay, and I do not agree with you doing that at all."
I also definitely think James is like the type to give someone the silent treatment. I feel like
Yeah.
he's got that part, like that little bit of pettiness.
Little pettiness.
So I think he definitely would have like had Sirius on a very, very short leash with him
Yeah.
for a while,
I think
because that really hurt Remus.
yeah. I think maybe before we get into friendships, we can talk about his perspective with the prank because
Okay,
not a
yeah.
lot of people talk about it. I feel like the fandom mostly focuses on Remus's pain and like how he felt, but
Yeah.
we don't really look into why maybe Sirius did it or what was going through his head after.
Mhm.
He would have been alone, I think,
Oh yeah.
and like didn't really he probably would have thought like this is the end of my friendship, like I ruined everything. And
Which is like really sad.
yeah, especially with his trauma, like childhood trauma, he
Yeah.
probably would have been like I just ruined everything,
Yeah.
like I always do.
He would definitely have that moment of um like, oh good, oh great, I'm alone again. I fucked it up.
I hate
I can't, I hate myself, yeah.
I hate myself, I envy myself, or not envy, that's the wrong word. I'm envious of other people who don't make these choices.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know why I feel like when he would have made the choice to be like, "Oh, Snape, go to the Shrieking Shack, haha, so it'll be so funny." He was thinking like, "Oh, like James is gonna think this is hilarious, and this is gonna be
Yeah.
like a joke that we just laugh about all the time."
Oh, he definitely thought it was going to be a harmless prank.
Yeah, especially with the way that like they do bully Snape, and I'm not gonna say they don't,
Oh,
but
they
it
do.
is
It
it is
is.
like out of hate for him. They just like don't like him.
Yeah. Well, he's not a good person.
Yeah, no, it's completely valid. But yeah, I feel like he just thought it would be really funny and didn't think
Yeah.
of I feel like at that
He
point in his
didn't think of the
life,
repercussions.
I feel
He just
like
kind of, he doesn't think before he acts.
yes. I feel like he still is kind of like that like in when he's older, but like when he's young especially, I feel like he's very impulsive and doesn't think about the consequences of things and he just
Yeah.
does them.
Yeah.
And I think that the prank is a very, very good example of that. And then afterwards, again, like we said, like James would have been like, that was not okay.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I think that was his wake up call, I like to like his actions and how he needs to think about things
Yeah.
before he does them.
I just like, Remus would have been so hurt by that, I think, also. And like, that probably also really opened his eyes. Like, someone, because Wolfstar, obviously, someone he
Yeah.
cares about so much, and he hurt him like that, like, he would probably be beating himself up a lot
Oh
because of
yeah.
that.
And I feel like even with Regulus, he like has regrets with the way that either he treated him or he behaved or like
Yeah.
acted around his brother.
Yeah.
And it's like, I care about this person and I'm like ruining everything with them. I feel like that's
Yeah.
how he thinks.
Probably. Because again, he's so impulsive
Yeah.
and he just doesn't think. And then he has to deal with the repercussions after. And then he's like, again, questioning, like, I just screw things up, like, with the people I care about and all that, what you just said.
Which is why I think I see a lot of serious kinnies. And I think that's people relating to that where they do things and then they immediately regret it because they don't think before they act. And it's not like we're saying this to be like, oh, serious, what the
Oh,
fuck?
yeah,
What is
no. Like,
wrong
I
with you?
definitely have done some things that I regret because I just don't think in
Yeah.
the moment.
It's like,
Everybody
um,
does it.
yeah, like this is me trying. My words shoot to kill when I'm mad. That's very Remus to me, but I feel
Yeah.
like there's also serious in that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know why he thought the prank would be a good idea or funny at all.
Yeah, I don't know what he thought he was going to get out of that. Like, and I know they hate Snape and they just wanted to prank Snape, but like I really don't know why he would want to like scare him that badly. Cuz to me that's not like a prank, that's like scaring someone, you know?
No, he could have died
Oh
if
yeah.
James wasn't there.
Yeah.
James literally, quite literally saved Snape's life. And I think that
God,
redeems him a lot
I
in what he
agree.
did.
I always forget about that part of it. I'm always just too focused on like what happened to Remus and I forgot that like James was there and like saved Snape.
Yeah, because he's like the biggest animal out of all of them, I think.
Yeah.
And he has like the prongs
Well
and he
yeah,
would have fought him
he's
off.
a giant deer. Not
Stag.
giant, but like stag, yes.
Yeah, he's like 80 feet tall. But yeah,
80 feet tall. That's too many feet.
um, but yeah, in Order of the Phoenix, we see Sirius and Snape always bickering. And
Ugh.
we see it in the book more, but like you can hear it in the background, like they're
Oh, yeah.
bickering.
If you have
And
subtitles on, you can like see. So I think.
like, as much as I hate Snape, I get it. Because
Oh, yeah.
Sirius is the one that like tried to do that and put his
Oh,
life in
yeah. No
danger.
matter what like happened and stuff, I don't think I would ever be able to forgive someone for something like that.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a big mistake that he made, and it's a huge flaw in his character.
Yeah.
But he also has really good qualities as well. So
Does
I don't
he
know. It's
though? I'm kidding.
yes, he
I'm
does. Yes, he
kidding. I'm
does.
kidding.
You're
I'm
thinking
just
of
being a hater.
the Fanon Sirius, not
I
of the
don't
movie
actually know
Sirius.
much about Fan and Sirius, except for
Or
that he's
like
like a party boy.
I
Because then I
actually,
don't react like I don't interact with that media.
yeah, I don't like how the fandom represents his character. I
I
think they
don't
make
like.
him too arrogant and too rowdy. Although
Oh
he might
yeah,
have been younger, but I don't think he's that bad.
no, yeah, no. I
But
agree with
yeah,
you.
again, and I said this before, that's more James, who's arrogant and
Absolutely.
terrible, especially when he was like 13,
Oh
I
yeah,
want to say.
he's got a big ego,
Mm-hmm.
but his
A
heart is
heart
the
to
size of a
match.
lake to match it.
But yeah, why? Why? Serious?
That's
Why?
really what I want. Like why? Like, and again, it's because he didn't think. I don't think. I thought he was gonna. I think he thought it was gonna be. Oh, haha. He's gonna see a
Hilarious.
werewolf and be scared and run away. I
Yeah.
I think that's probably what was going through his head. But like again, why would you think that would be funny though? Because that would be that's so
I
dangerous.
I think it kind of shows the privileged aspect of his life and also James's life. I'm not going to say
Yeah.
James doesn't have this as well, but like
Oh
specifically
yeah, James is
Sirius
definitely privileged.
because he's a pureblood and he doesn't have to like
Yeah.
experience the prejudice, and he's also not a werewolf, so he doesn't have to experience
Yep.
that prejudice. So he doesn't understand. And I think that when Remus like finds out about the prank, he's like, "You literally do not understand like how much this impacts me because
Yeah.
you're so privileged even though
Hmm.
you have a bad home life." Like that
Doesn't
just
he has privileges in a different way
yeah.
because yes, he's got a shit home life, but again, he's a pureblood and he's not a werewolf. No one's gonna come under fire and like call him slurs or not hire him because of
Yeah.
just like what he is.
Although with his privilege, he kind of like loses some of that, pretty much all of it, I want to say, actually, after Azkaban,
Oh,
or like
absolutely.
when he was sent to Azkaban, because everyone
Yeah.
just saw him as a traitor and someone to not trust and a terrible, horrible person
Yeah. Well,
who is
because
insane.
they thought he ratted out his best friend, like in the whole
Yeah.
world, his brother, basically.
And
And
I'm sorry, I need to say this.
it's
I
okay.
cannot believe that anyone thought that was true because
Right?
based on the way that they were so close and like Sirius would do anything for James.
Hmm.
How did anyone believe like McGonagall? How did she believe that?
I really don't think that McGonagall would have believed that.
I think that she just kind of like was like, I don't know, but I guess like the proof is
Yeah.
there.
The proof is in the pudding.
The proof is
I
in the
just,
pudding.
I love that, like, a finger was their proof. Like, I'm sorry. Like, all of that they found of Peter Pettigrew was a finger, and I get it. It could have been, like, a spell that, like, got rid of him or whatever, and, like the rest of his body or something, but I just think they should have investigated more into it.
I blame Dumbledore for that. I think that he could have done something, but he just was like, it doesn't go with my plan. It doesn't affect my plan, so whatever.
I also blame Dumbledore. I blame him for a lot of things. I
It's
don't
his
like
fault.
him. Yeah,
It's
everything
Dumbledore's fault
is.
that the prank happened.
I mean,
New
maybe.
headcanon. I mean,
I mean,
yeah,
why would he have Remus in the Shrieking Shack?
he should have had more protection around the school when it
Yep,
was a full moon so that no one would
yep.
escape and
And
go
like
try to
have like,
investigate the haunted
yeah, have people guarding
shack.
like any possible entrance into the shack kind of thing and like,
Yeah.
so you know what? It is Dumbledore's fault.
And how did I mean, I guess they had the invisibility cloak, but how did they
Yeah.
manage to sneak off every full moon and not get caught once? That shows that
Yeah,
Dumbledore
I
didn't put
don't
enough
yeah.
security.
They
They
really
should have
just weren't
had
paying attention.
he should have had an auror sitting at the tree or like around the
Yeah.
area,
I
making
think
sure
the
no
only
one.
one I could understand is like Peter if he was already in rat form.
Yeah. Like
But
I
like
think that
James, that would be suspicious.
they could have like escaped the school,
Hmm.
but if someone was guarding and actually protecting that area, then they would be caught.
Yeah,
They
they
would
kind of just
not get
left
there.
him and said, "Yeah, fend for yourself."
Yeah. But yeah, it's Dumbledore's fault. You know what? That's true.
New series, we're just gonna find a way to blame Dumbledore for everything.
I genuinely believe that now. It's not Sirius's.
Yeah,
Well, it is Sirius's fault, but
it's a little bit Sirius's fault because if he wouldn't have done that, like told Snape in the first place, but I do think it is Dumbledore's fault for not having protection.
yeah. Also, if you can hear a lawnmower, it's because my brother is mowing the lawn right next to the window I'm
Who
at. So
mows the
that's,
lawn at this hour?
I don't know. I think my family is finding every way to disrupt my audio today. That's what's
That's okay.
happening. But
That's
yeah,
okay.
I agree. I think that they should have looked more into the case of Sirius killing Muggles and Peter and betraying
Oh
his
yeah, I forgot
friends.
about the killing Muggles part.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
He
just doesn't line up.
so he was found at the scene laughing hysterically, right? But like I don't
He was probably in shock.
there's also he was, but there's
Yeah.
also this part in I saw this theory or something where in Prisoner of Azkaban, it looks like JKR was trying to set up that there was this hex that you can put on someone to make them laugh uncontrollably. But I think she
Oh,
forgot to like connect the dots that Sirius was put under
okay.
that. But it's very possible that he was just put under a spell to make him
Yeah.
look like he's
Again,
crazy.
or he was in shock. I know when some people are in shock, they like my
Yeah.
friend Jasmine, when she's like in shock or scared, she just starts like laughing. And it's like, girl, are you
Yeah,
good?
like nervous laughter or like whatever else. It makes sense. And I think
Oh
that
my
they
God.
should
No,
have
it's not Jasmine.
used.
I'm getting my friends mixed up. I can't remember who it is.
They're
Sorry,
not gonna
Jasmine, if you're
know.
listening.
Fans aren't gonna know. Oh my god, I just called them fans. The
The
viewers
fans,
aren't gonna know.
the
But
viewers.
um yeah, I think that they should have used Veritaserum on Sirius.
Yes, I said that last episode. So,
Yeah.
yes, I definitely agree with you. Like, they have such
It's
a simple solution and they don't use it.
but again, I think that's JK Rowling's shitty
Oh,
writing.
of course, that's her shitty writing.
Because like there's so many loopholes where it's like, well, you could have done this. Why didn't they
Yeah,
do this?
so many. It's ridiculous.
But yeah, he first of all, okay, let me break down the whole night of Halloween. He
Oh,
lost his
God.
best friend, his
Horrible.
godson, his best friend's wife, who was probably really good friends with him as
Oh,
well.
yeah. I do think, I like to think that Sirius and Lily had like a good
Yeah,
relationship.
me too. I think when they got older, they were like really close.
Oh, yeah. When
He
they were
lost,
younger, definitely not.
you know, I think she would have thought he was just like horrid, just like
Oh,
James.
probably.
But so yeah, he lost three of those.
Hmm.
And then he was framed for murder of multiple people.
He lost Peter technically too because he was like, he's a traitor and
Yeah.
like,
And nobody believed him.
yeah.
Not one person believed him. Even his own soulmate, Remus, didn't believe him.
Oh,
Well, I feel like he
heartbreaking.
wanted to, but like there was just too much evidence out there that he couldn't.
Yeah.
And then he was sent to Azkaban, which is like an
And lost,
insane asylum,
he lost
basically.
12 years of his life in there, like rotting away in there.
And the worst part of it is he was in his 20s, and your 20s are like the time for you to find yourself
Yeah.
and like live your life.
Those are the most formative years of your life. And
This
he was stuck in a
hurts.
little jail cell.
Yeah, with a bunch of crazy people
Yeah.
who are
It's
actually
horrible.
murderers. And I actually wrote this down. Um, his dog form is like his happiest form.
Hmm.
So he escaped by transforming into a dog, and like the
Yeah.
Dementors couldn't like take his sanity away when he was
Yeah.
in dog form, which is he spent like most of his time being a dog. And so
Yeah.
like when he comes back and he escapes, he's like very connected with like just being a dog. He's always
That's,
in his little
uh,
dog self.
that's so cute, but like really sad.
Yeah. Cuz
No,
like
I think,
he associated being a dog with his friends and like really
oh,
good
stop, you're
memories, and
making it
then
worse.
yeah.
Stop. Oh my God, that's so sad. Yeah, I definitely think Sirius also has one of the. I think he's probably got like the second most saddest backstory. Maybe
Yeah.
second or third, or he's pretty
He's in
high up on the list.
the top
Yeah,
people of, well, he's not a top, I
absolutely.
think. I don't think
Oh
he's a
no, he's a
top.
bottom. I'm sorry. I've seen some one shots. Yeah, no, he's a bottom.
Sorry,
I
I just
fully
had to
believe
make that
that.
joke.
It's okay.
But
I agree with you.
yeah, I feel really bad for him. Like when you really think like yeah, he did bad things, but when you think about what happened to him, like nobody deserves that. Nobody
Oh,
deserves to be
absolutely.
framed and like lose everything. And like how Remus lost everything, I feel like Sirius lost even more of it
Yeah. Yeah, because
because
at least I know Remus, like, he was still struggling during those 12 years, but at least he wasn't locked in a prison cell,
yeah,
like, rotting
Remus
away.
lost everything but his sense of self, whereas
Yeah.
Sirius lost his sense of self
Yeah,
and
Sirius had
everything.
absolutely nothing.
Yeah. but kind of iconic for him to plan a whole escape just to get revenge. I mean,
Right?
slay.
I love that for him,
Period.
honestly.
That's why I like movie Sirius so much, or like older Sirius, because
I
he's just
find
so
it
like iconic.
I find it so funny in that scene where he's like saying only one will die tonight, and then he points
Only
at
one will die.
Scabbers, and then Ron's like, me? He's like,
Me?
not you, you're rat.
No, but that's also funny to me. Like, why was he so ominous about it? Like, why did he not just straight up say, "No, I'm not here to kill you, Harry"? Like,
I
calm
want that
down.
stupid rat. Oh
Somebody's
my
gotta
god.
be that stupid rat.
Oh my god. The TikTok audio.
Yeah.
Uh,
But yeah, I love movie Sirius. He's so
can we talk about how he slayed his looks
chaos.
in Order of the Phoenix? That
I love his
suit?
robe. His robe.
Oh, his fucking robe
The
at the
robe that he's
airport.
absolutely
Yeah.
naked
Or not the
underneath.
airport, the
The
train
airport.
station. Airport? I'm not going to the airport.
Airport.
I
You
hate
know.
Bluey. Oh my god. Sorry. I'm a Bluey hater.
Controversial.
Literally. I just think it's annoying. It's got good messages, but I just think it's annoying.
I
Go
mean, it's
watch
a
the
kid.
Backyardigans.
It's a kid show.
I
So I
know.
mean, it's not. You're not the target audience. Don't worry.
Oh, I know.
But
Thank
yeah.
goodness.
Um. And then he finally connects with Harry,
I'm gonna
which is
cry now.
James and Lily combined.
I love the part where someone like pointed out like Sirius saw Harry as like James, and then Harry also sees Sirius as James.
Yeah, they're
They
both.
filled in for each other.
Yeah, which I've seen people say like Sirius looking at Harry and like seeing him as James is kind of like weird to do because he's not James, but I also like
You also have
I
to
don't know
think
how
though,
much.
Sirius, again, he missed out on his formative years. He probably has a lot of issues with that and like
Yeah,
probably doesn't feel the age that
like
he is because he
detachment.
missed out. Yeah. Because he missed out on so much and he missed out on so much time with James. And when they reconnected, Harry was only like 5 years, 5-ish years younger than James when he died. 5 or
Harry
6 years.
was the age that like Sirius would remember James by
Yeah.
like their
Like
golden
the most
years
prominent.
of
Yeah.
Hogwarts.
Yeah. So it makes sense.
And also, I think it's a really nice relationship because Sirius was to Harry what James was to Sirius. And he was going to be like, oh, you can come live with me when I'm free.
Yeah. Yeah.
Although
I
it never
think.
happened.
Oh, why did you have to? I knew you were going to say that. Why did you say that?
It did happen. It
It did.
happened. He
You're
didn't die.
delusional. I'm actually the delusional one.
No, I'm
It just makes me
serious.
so. Ouch. I just kicked something under my desk. Sorry if you guys heard that.
Oh, I heard it.
Sorry.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just like hurt my toe a little bit.
But yeah, I think
Um,
that it's a really good relationship for both of them, especially
yeah.
with the lack of
It's
James
it's
in their
definitely very
lives.
healing, I think. I think they
Yeah.
could have done so much more for each other if they would have had that time. But
If Dumbledore
then
didn't screw it up.
someone had to go and kill Sirius.
It really was Dumbledore's fault because he showed up too late and he
I
totally could have
know.
been there. It pisses me off so much because it's not that serious, Isabella.
It's serious.
It is serious.
It's that
What am I saying?
serious.
But it pisses me off to the core because I remember, like, in the book, it was all like, okay, Sirius needs help. He is possibly, like, there and about to die, and we need to save him. And also, Harry goes there, so Dumbledore should have been going there as soon as he could.
Exactly.
Why was he, like, sitting back in his office being like,
Because he didn't give a crap. He was like,
he'll
oh,
deal with
okay.
that.
He doesn't care. I
He
hate
really
Dumbledore.
doesn't. And
I hate
then
him.
after Sirius died and they were having a conversation in his office, Harry lost his shit on Dumbledore and I loved it. And they don't show it in
Really?
the movie, but he was flipping tables literally and yelling
Go,
like why would
Harry.
you not like do something? I can't remember exactly. I could be wrong, but he was yeah, not very happy with
I need to
Dumbledore.
read these books.
You do.
That sounds epic.
It is.
I
I need
would
to
love to see
reread
that.
them because I don't remember everything now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I loved to see that because I feel like everyone just romanticizes everything Dumbledore does because he's so smart, but he's not a good person. Dumbledore does not care. He does not deserve anyone liking him. He doesn't
Nope.
deserve like, oh well, he did it for the greater good. Okay, but he literally like
Did he,
was an
though?
awful person.
Did he do it for the greater good?
No, he did it for himself. Even though
Exactly.
he died, I don't care.
I love that. I don't care.
I don't care that you broke your elbow. I don't care that you
I'm gonna
died.
say it. I don't
I
care
don't
that you
care that you
broke your
broke your
elbow.
elbow.
I love vines. Oh my god.
Can we talk about how much James and Sirius would love Vine?
Oh,
And they would have a Vine
absolutely.
account?
Absolutely. They would have ate that up. They would have been famous. They would have had the funniest things.
Sorry, I jumped to the headcanons real quick, but I had to
That's
say that.
okay. That's okay.
I think about it all the time. I just feel like they would have like tried so hard to get viral on Vine.
Oh, so yeah, they would. Also, okay. So Sirius died and he went into the veil, right?
Yeah.
What is the veil basically? Like what is it? I don't
Um
actually know,
so
really.
it actually teleports him to this secret little cottage and then Remus went there after.
Okay, he faked his
I'm
death.
being dead serious about this.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Okay, I believe you.
But no, it's they actually don't know. So
Okay.
in
I
that
didn't, yeah.
section of the ministry, it's called the Department of Mysteries
I
because it's
know. I
all
am aware of
mysterious.
that.
Okay, well, it's all like mysterious artifacts,
Okay,
and
I didn't know if there was like lore on it.
that was there when they built the place,
Oh,
and so they
okay.
were like, "What is this?
So
We'll
they
just
like
leave
kind
it
of
there."
built it around
Yeah,
the okay.
but I think it literally just brought him to the afterlife.
Okay. Well, I don't know what happened if a live person stepped through it.
I was watching this theory video. I used to watch a lot of Harry Potter theories,
Of course
and
you did.
yeah, whatever. And there was this one video where they talked about like what would happen if Voldemort put his Horcrux in there. Like would it
What
just
would
be
happen?
there
Oh,
or
I
would
would
it
like to
like
know that.
destroy it or
Would it
what?
just shoot it back out and like hit him in the face?
Would it just
I'm just imagining that.
evaporate?
He like puts the locket in, it just comes back and hits him in the
He's like,
forehead.
"This is so genius." Oh, smacked in the face.
Yeah, that would be so funny.
Yeah. But I don't know. It's just he just kind of died.
Yeah. Okay.
And the thing that I hate about that and it hurts to think about is the fact that I feel like Harry would have ran after him into the veil.
Oh, absolutely he would. That's probably why Remus probably knew that too.
Yeah,
That's
that's why
probably why
he
he's holding him so
immediately
tightly.
held him back and had to say,
Yeah.
"He's gone. Don't go in there. Like, he's dead."
So sad. So sad. Especially because I know Remus was just torn apart inside and he had to hold Harry back and
Yeah. He
it's just really
finally got
sad.
something that he lost back, and then he lost it in front of his own eyes.
Yeah, for a
Wolfstar
second
hurts.
time. It does. So yeah, so he's dead. So sad. Rest in peace,
Yeah.
love. Rest in peace, baby gal. You will have loved GTA 6. Sorry, that's a reference to a TikToker I
You
watched.
would.
He would. He would definitely play GTA.
Oh, yeah.
He's that kind of man.
But yeah, I love his relationship with Harry. And I think it's very important for both of them.
Oh, yeah.
And the people who say it's like weird, I
Oh.
think him saying "nice one, James" just like made
Oh,
Harry's day. And he was like, "Oh my God,
that
I'm like my dad."
that hurts me so much.
Yeah.
It genuinely pains me. Also, I want to talk about how, because didn't Sirius buy Harry a broom? Like a,
Yes,
yeah, I want to talk about that. Like, that's so sweet. I'm sorry. Like, that's
I
so nice.
I think he might have stolen it because he's
Oh, I
how would
don't
he buy
care.
it? I don't know,
I don't care.
but yeah, it's
He
very
sent
sweet.
Harry a broom. Don't care
And
how he got
he
it.
in that book, he was not allowed to fly it for the whole year. He got it like at the start of the year,
Why
but
wasn't he allowed to?
because there was a serial killer coming after him, they didn't want to risk it being jinxed and then have him like die on it.
That's so sad.
So yeah, at the end of the year, that's why in the movie he like gets it and then he's like, "Oh, let's fly into the air."
Okay. And then the freeze frame.
Not the fucking freeze frame.
Isabella hates the freeze frame so much. It's the funniest
I
thing.
literally have to stop the movie before it ends. Like I stop right as he starts flying. I'm like,
I'm gonna
"Okay, I finished the movie.
I'm
It's
gonna
done."
randomly start sending you a picture of the freeze frame. You're not gonna know.
I don't know why, and I'm like this with every movie. I hate like when movies end. I think it's so awkward and cringy. Like when the music starts playing and you just like have to leave the theater. Like
Oh,
it's
I
just an
absolutely
awkward.
agree.
It like it just gives me the ick for some reason. And so that makes it even worse for me with the
Yeah, no,
freeze frame.
I'm gonna start sending you TikToks and like I'm gonna have edited that photo in the middle and send it to you. You're gonna have to watch out. But you're not
Maybe
gonna know when it's
maybe one
coming.
day I'll watch the movie and then I'll let it play and face my
That would be
fear.
that would be such progress. I'd be so proud of you.
Yeah.
Anyway, James
I
moment. Should
I
we
hate the freeze frame. Yeah.
I think we covered the canon now.
Yeah. Oh,
Should we finally Oh,
we didn't really talk about him running away, which is a big part
oh, I
in
forgot
his
about that. Yeah,
life.
he ran away to go live with
James
James and he left
and
his family
Monty and
behind.
Effie.
I love
Yeah.
them so much. We should do an episode on them, I think. We should do an
Oh, of
episode on the
course.
parents.
Yeah, we're gonna do an episode on all like
Okay.
their families and their
Okay.
parents and stuff.
Good, good.
But yeah, he left his family behind. Well, not his he left his brother. And
Yeah.
it's hard. Again, we talked about this in the intro episode, but it's hard to say like whether or not he was wrong for doing that or if he really did try and then
I
like couldn't.
I honestly think being a Reggie Kinney and knowing Reggie, like a lot about him, even with the fanon, I don't think he would have left anyway.
Yeah,
I
no.
think he would have stayed because he so badly wanted to make his parents proud. He became a Death Eater to like try and like make them proud and like see him as their
Yeah.
like their golden child basically.
I think canonically Sirius wasn't in the wrong for leaving,
No.
especially knowing that we don't even know if Regulus like chose like, oh yes, I want to become a Death Eater, or if he was like, I'll do this
Exactly.
for my parents. Like we don't know that.
Oh yeah,
So canon
In canon, he
Sirius.
probably was just a straight up a Death Eater, and
Yeah.
then realized after.
Yeah.
I do in fanon though, it's definitely more he wanted to make his parents proud type thing.
Yeah. But I still like I don't know. It's hard to say like where exactly I stand on Sirius just leaving him, but I understand completely and I wouldn't want to victim blame him because they were both victims.
I understand why he didn't why he just left. But again, like I said, if I was in that situation, I don't care. I would have dragged Regulus by the
His
goddamn
ears.
hair, by his ears. I would have dragged him out of there. Cuz like I couldn't live in good conscience with that. But again, I'm not Sirius and Sirius is not me. So obviously we see that from different angles.
Yeah. And also, I don't even know we don't even know exactly what happened the day that he decided to run away. Like he could have been
Exactly.
brutally like beat up by his parents and that's why he left. He could have just left,
Yeah.
but like say that it was abuse. he would have wanted to get out of there as soon as possible. And
Yeah.
also, he had a little mirror with James, and they basically FaceTimed on it, and they invented
I love
FaceTime.
that. Oh my God.
But I feel like if something were to happen, he would have called James on his little iPod
His
and been
little
like,
iPod.
I just,
His eye
this
mirror.
just, yeah, this thing happened and I need to go somewhere. And James would be like, okay, get over here, bitch. Like, let's get you out of here.
Yeah. You gotta have a friend like that.
Yeah. But, oh, that's so sweet. I love that they can FaceTime.
I also love that. We
And
FaceTime sometimes.
oh my
I
God, we are right now, but it's on Zoom.
know. They can't see us. They're not allowed.
Yeah. I'm like literally, I have like 2 pixels on my screen because I'm in the
Yeah.
basement and it's so
It's
dark.
so funny.
Yeah. But yeah, I feel like he just had to leave and he didn't have the choice to like do something about it.
Yeah.
And that was just that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. So then
also,
he,
I feel like he knew that Regulus was a bit more safe living there
probably
because he
because
wasn't
he
disowned.
he didn't rebel
Yeah.
either. He sat through his piano lessons like a
He
good
sat
child.
through his piano
He
lessons. He
sat through them
sat
and he
through his.
knows how to play piano.
Yeah.
Sirius, he would never.
What did you do? You
Oh no!
broke
His
your
head is coming
bee.
off. I've been playing with a bee stress ball, so I'm not fidgeting with anything loud, and his head is coming off. I'm so
Off with your head.
upset. No, don't say. Okay, now I have to put him down. Also, yeah, the paint. I've been peeling the paint off of his wings too.
Oh, it's
Oh
your fault.
no,
It's
his
all your fault.
head. I'm so upset. Okay, I'm just gonna
Yeah,
sit
we were
him there.
talking off camera about Sirius and how like people say, "Oh, he's good at playing piano," but we were like, "No. He
He
wouldn't
would
have
not.
sat through those lessons. He would have like done
And
everything in his power to not be good at it."
if he did sit through those lessons, he wasn't learning anything. He was
No, no.
just fooling around.
Passing the time.
Oh yeah, just randomly pushing keys, being like, "I think this is the one you're talking." Like, no, he wouldn't have.
Maybe like he did know the basics, but I don't think that he was like a pianist, whereas
And I don't think
Regulus
it would have
would have
stuck
been.
with him because he
Yeah.
didn't want it to stick with him.
He didn't want anything to do with his family and like what they forced upon him and stuff.
Yeah. Whereas Regulus is the opposite, and he wanted
Is
to impress his parents.
he was a
So he
pleaser.
learned how to play that piano.
Yeah.
He learned how to ballet dance. He learned how to figure skate.
He didn't, however, learn to
Learn
swim.
how to swim.
I
Oh
mean, we knew
god.
that was coming.
We will be
But yeah.
discussing that
Oh
in
god.
Regulus episode because I have opinions about that joke.
Yeah, me too.
I think we have
I
the
think I
same
know what you're.
opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, oh, I guess we can talk about his relationship with Reggie since we're on the topic of them both.
Very strained for sure.
Yeah.
And like I don't know. Not very good, I don't think.
I feel like at some point when they were little, they were like Regulus would be like, "Sirius, I had a nightmare. Can I sleep with
Like
you?"
that's his big brother. Like he would
Yeah.
have that connection.
And then like I think after he went to Hogwarts, like Sirius went to Hogwarts, he kind
Yeah.
of left his brother behind. Not that he meant to, but
Yeah,
like
he went to
he had
school. Like
to.
that's not his fault. Although didn't he go to school a year late?
Did he?
Because he was born in 59.
That's because he
Or is that just when his birthday is?
his birthday was just late in the year. So
Oh yeah,
he was
isn't his birthday
11.
in November?
He was 11 and then would have turned 12 in like 2 months after
Okay.
going. But yeah, um yeah, his big brother left him
That would be so
alone
sad.
for like a year. And then I think that's when they
Sad.
drifted because Sirius got his James, who I think at that point he was
His
like, "This is my
James? Oh,
brother."
shut up. That's so cute. God, his
I
James.
think Sirius would kind of boast about like how James is like his brother, and then Regulus would have been like, "Oh,
Probably.
I see how it is. I'm gonna join the Death Eaters now."
Out of spite, so I can make a friend.
Yeah, but
Ugh.
yeah, it's so sad. They have like a very angsty. I feel like all of the Black siblings have very angsty relationships, and
Yeah.
we're gonna get into the Black sisters because I really
I
like their
can't wait to
stories.
talk about Andromeda and Narcissa. Because
Yeah,
I love Narcissa. I used to have my hair dyed like hers. Because I was
yeah.
like down bad. I love her.
I also love Andromeda so much, and
Oh,
I see
yeah.
her as like the cool, I know she's not their aunt, but like the cool aunt that would
Yeah.
like introduce Sirius to like music and like
Oh,
records and
absolutely.
um
She's the cool cousin.
yeah, because she was like into the Muggle stuff and that kind of
Yeah.
introduced him to that. And then obviously he went to Hogwarts and was introduced to more of it with like Muggle borns and stuff.
I'm sure Remus, yeah, helped
Oh
with
yeah,
that.
Remus definitely.
He
But
definitely
yeah,
knows how to work a toaster.
he definitely knows the
I
function of
saw
a
that.
rubber duck.
Yes, I see this. I love seeing the joke where it's like, they're at Remus's house and he like pulls out a toaster, and then James and Sirius are just like, "What the hell is that?" And Remus has to like explain what a toaster
I mean,
is.
yeah, they would never have to make their own food.
Oh, I know, it's so funny.
I feel like, well, I know that the Potters probably didn't have a house elf. Maybe they did, but they treated it nicely. But
Oh, absolutely, they
I feel
did.
like Effie would have been in the kitchen.
Oh
Not to
yeah.
stereotype, but like she would. It was
No,
the
she would. She's
60s
that type of
mom.
just woman too.
Yeah. But like she wanted to because she wanted to take care
Yeah.
of her family. Um, and obviously they have Creature at the Black House. Stop crying over your bee.
I'm so upset about him. But yes, they have Creature. I like Creature. He's a
I
goofy little
love
guy.
Creature. I think he's so
Creature!
funny
Enough of your
in
bile! Away with you!
Deathly Hallows Part 1, I think, that when they're
Yeah.
at the house, he's like
Mm-hmm.
he catches Mundungus Fletcher and then he's
Yeah.
like poking him with a fork.
Yeah. I
It's so
love him.
funny. And he's just
Uh,
like, "You little," I
he's
don't know what
so
he says,
goofy.
but it's so funny.
I can't wait to watch that tonight
Oh my god, yeah,
with
we're
you.
watching Deathly
Oh,
Hallows Part
yeah.
1 and 2.
I'm so excited.
Me too, even though we have to watch Remus die. Well, we
No,
don't
we
watch him
don't.
die.
We're gonna
He's
skip
just
that part.
he's just sleeping.
He's sleeping.
He's
He's so
sleepy.
sleepy. He's just resting. So sleepy.
Yeah.
He's eepy.
He's EB.
Eepy. Eepy boy.
Yeah. I really like Andromeda. We got so off track there.
We did. Back to Sirius. Shall we get into Sirius's friendships and relationships?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, we've already talked, I think, enough about Sirius and James.
Yeah, I definitely think so.
I feel like we've said all that there is really.
Should we do what we did with Remus and start with Lily?
Yes,
Because we
I
love
actually have her
Lily.
next. I
Perfect.
love the idea that they got really close, like maybe in seventh year or like
Yeah.
after
Definitely in
when
the
her and
later
James got
years.
together.
Yeah.
I think that's when I feel like at first when James was started dating Lily, Sirius would have been like, "Oh, like how could you leave me for her?" And then he like warmed up to her like a
Yeah.
lot and realized that
I
she's actually really great.
and I definitely think their relationship is more of like, oh, you can go to the mall and hang out, or
Yeah.
like they're very like a casual friends. They don't like really. I feel like they're like a break from the deep stuff for each other.
Yeah, they're like in-laws, but like the kind like
In
brother-in-law,
laws.
sister-in-law that get
Yeah.
along really well
Yeah.
and just like hang out.
Oh
That's
my
what it
god,
reminds
it's
me
like my
of.
Auntie Heidi and my mom.
Oh,
Shout
I
out
love
my
that.
Auntie Heidi.
I
Not
love
that
it.
she's ever gonna listen to this. I won't let her,
Hey,
because
hey
she
girl.
knows what Harry Potter is.
Uh-oh.
And
Oh,
I
is
don't
that
need
the
her.
aunt that showed you?
No, that's my other
Oh, I
auntie.
was gonna
I have
say.
two Harry Potter loving aunties.
Slay.
And they've both been to Harry Potter World without me. I know, it's
Bad.
criminal. Anyway, James
Crime.
moment.
Yeah, James moment. Um, but yeah, I think that yeah, they wouldn't be like it wouldn't be an exhausting friendship. They would just like hang out
Yeah.
and have
And
fun.
also, I feel like it would be low maintenance. Like, they don't have to
Yes.
constantly hang out. And then when they do hang out, they like pick up right where they left off, kind of.
Yeah.
I
Those are the
love
best
friendships like
friendships.
that. Yeah.
The best ones.
Yes.
I love it.
I also love
Um,
it.
but yeah, I think like at first they were both like not really liking each other, being like, okay, whatever, you're annoying. And then
Yeah.
they realized, oh, bestie, hey,
Hey, bestie. Do you want to go get a coffee?
yeah,
Do
I
you want to go get a
guess.
butterbeer?
Sure.
I want to try butterbeer. I know you
Mm,
said it's kind of gross, but I want to try it.
it's
I want to try the
like,
frozen one.
yeah, the frozen one is good. The other one is mid.
Not good. Okay.
Mid.
I'll keep that in mind.
But yeah, I want to talk about Marlene McKinnon and Sirius Black because they
I
are
don't
like
know much about
very,
Marlene either.
I know, but they are like very similar in like aesthetic. And I feel
Oh,
like
yes.
they both have this really cool energy
Very
where,
punk
and
rock. I don't give a fuck. Like,
like eyeliner and
yeah.
yeah, all that
Smoking,
stuff. Leather
leather
jackets,
jackets. Yeah.
cool hair,
Oh,
everything.
yes.
And they were also very gay, both of them.
Perfect.
I also
Absolutely
see
perfect.
people ship them
Oh, I've never seen that.
romantically, and it's called Black Kinnon.
That's what that is? Oh, okay. I have seen that.
Yeah.
Never mind.
And I hate it because Marlene is the lesbian of all
The
of them.
lesbian. Isn't she shipped with Dorcas?
Yeah. It's like the
Yeah.
main ship for her.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, I think that they would be like just always wreaking havoc on
Oh yeah.
everything. Chaos, like, oh, come on, let's do something punk rock. Let's do something cool. Like,
Yeah, running down the
rah.
halls and like causing mischief and
Yeah. It's like,
going to Hogsmeade and
yeah.
storming the town.
And I feel like I kind of headcanon that they would have just known, not like verbally, but like they would just know that they're both fruity.
Oh
And they just
yeah.
never said it. And they were
They
just
got the
like,
gaydar for real.
and then one day, like they were talking about it and they actually came out and they're like, oh, I know. Like, you think
Oh,
you were
I'm aware
hiding
of that,
that?
you know.
Like,
You
that
make
was the
it
most
really
obvious.
obvious there, bro.
It was so obvious, even though James didn't know. Like, he's oblivious.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah.
yeah. Um, but yeah, that's like James and Marlene, I think, would have been his two besties in
Yeah.
Hogwarts. And then Lily later on.
I wanna who's next?
Um, oh, I didn't have really anyone. I just had
Okay, can
Regulus and
I
Andromeda, but
I
they're
wanna
not my
talk about
friends.
Peter. Cause
Okay.
I don't
Yes.
know if what?
Sorry, I just had something
Oh, okay.
else.
I don't know if Peter and Sirius would really be that close. I feel like they would clash a lot. I don't know why, but I just get that vibe.
I do remember that in All the Young Dudes, but I also had a note here that says everyone says or like makes it out to be like he hates Peter. And
Oh, I don't think he hates Peter at
I
all.
feel like he didn't hate him. He more just like hated like how he just wanted to be like them so much and he wanted him to just
Hmm.
be
He
like
wasn't his own person enough, kind of.
yeah.
And
And I
also, I
feel
feel
bad for
like,
Peter in that way, but
yeah,
you know.
I feel like Peter also would have definitely just gravitated more towards James anyway, because of like he wanted to be cool like him and stuff. And also, I definitely think he
Yeah.
was in love with him. Just saying. But
That's in the Peter
that's
episode.
for yeah, that's for the Peter episode. Little sneak peek. But I do still think they were friends and they like got along. But like I just don't think they were that close. Like they were more like acquaintances, if that makes, or like
Yeah.
school friends. Like they wouldn't take the effort to hang out like in the summer or something.
Yeah, like because like they were in the same friend group, they only hung out in the friend group. They didn't hang out
Yeah.
like separately, or if they did, they were just kind of silent, like did their own thing.
Yeah, I did have a friend group before. It didn't last very long, but like I did have a friend like that where like we hung out in the friend group, but other than that, we like didn't really interact.
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't think that he like was I feel like people make him out to be like he bullies Peter all the
Oh,
time.
absolutely not. Because
But
James wouldn't have stood for that. Like he
maybe
would have
like
been like, no.
maybe like, you know, how guys will like make fun of each other in like a
Yeah.
teasing way, maybe
Yeah,
like
like a
that, but
light
not.
teasing.
But I don't think that he would full on bully him and be like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
no.
you're a loser. Like, what are you doing here?"
Not like how they bully Snape or anything.
Yeah, no.
It would definitely be in a friendly, teasing way, I think.
Yeah, like, "Oh, Peter, you're so goofy.
You're so goofy. You're so
You're so
silly.
silly."
So silly.
But yeah,
You're so silly.
you are.
No, you are.
No, you are. No,
No,
you hang
you
up.
are. Oh
No,
my
you
god.
hang
No,
up.
you hang up. You hang up.
But yeah, do you want to get into Wolfstar again? We already talked about Wolfstar last time,
Okay,
but
I
like from
guess.
Sirius's
I can't
perspective.
wait till we get to James and I can talk about Jegulus.
Oh my God.
They're my favorite if you guys couldn't tell.
Yeah.
I
They
bring
are
them
not my
up
favorite, but I do like
all the
them.
time.
But
Yeah,
Wolfstar stays on top for me.
that's fair. They used to be my number one, and then I found Jegulus, and I was like, you know what?
That's
I
fair.
ship it.
Yeah. But I believe that Sirius, because of his upbringing, would have been very like internally homophobic for a long time. So
Oh,
like
for
his
sure.
feelings for Remus, he would be like, no, like these are just like
This is not real.
urges.
I don't like him.
Like I don't like, even though we made out yesterday, like I
Even though
don't
we
like
met
him in that way. It was
yesterday.
just like we were just doing it as
That was just
bros.
like, yeah,
Like
kissing the homies goodnight.
all homies do that, you know? Like
He probably
it's
think James probably kisses the homies goodnight. That's probably why he would think that. James is definitely the one in the group chat to send guys where it's like all the hashtags on Instagram that are rainbow, and then he says hashtag kissing the homies goodnight, and he's like, guys, look, it's not rainbow. That means it's not gay.
I think he would give them little forehead kisses every
I
night.
want a forehead kiss from
A little
James.
smooch.
Yeah, he tucks him in and then gives him a little forehead kiss.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm gonna do that to you.
sorry, I just got so scared being a Remus kitty there. Um,
Don't
but
worry, I won't
yeah,
actually. I don't like to touch people.
there would definitely be internalized homophobia. Not to say that Remus didn't have any either. He definitely did, but
Oh, Remus.
because it
Just because of
was,
the time, I think.
yeah, it was the 70s. I keep saying it was the
Yeah.
60s. I've said that a few
It
times. It's
was
the
the
70s, but
70s.
it's close enough.
60s are close enough.
I was thinking 60s because that's when they were born, pretty
Still
much.
homophobic, so.
Yeah. Uh, but I think that I see a lot of people say that Remus fell first and Sirius fell harder.
I
And
like that.
I think that
Yeah.
I agree with it. I feel like once he realized his feelings, he was very
It was a
like
very quick, like, drop. It's
he
like
was
kind of
like,
like he was walking, and then he like fell off the cliff, like into his
yeah,
feelings.
he
Whereas,
fell
like,
into his feelings.
I'm trying to make an analogy or whatever it's called. Whereas Remus, he like walked into like a hill of it, kind of thing.
Yeah. Like I feel like in the back of his mind Remus knew, whereas Sirius had no idea
Yeah, he was just
at
like,
all.
oh, kissing the homies goodnight. And then one day he was kissing the homie goodnight, and he was like, wait a minute,
Are you my homie? Or are you my
are we?
homie? That was good.
Yeah,
That was
that was
good.
good. That was really good. I like that.
Yeah. But that's pretty much like all of his relationships that I could think of that are like really important. I mean, we talked about Regulus a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think we. I think we can say. I think we should save the relationship
Yeah, I don't want to
more of
get
it for
too,
Regulus,
yeah.
especially
I
because
feel
there's not a lot to talk about with Regulus. We need some
that's
filler.
that's very true. There's not a
Um,
lot.
yeah, I don't know really any other relationships. Oh, McGonagall.
I
I
think that was his mother figure.
Yeah, she was the mother that he so desperately needed and didn't have.
I mean, Effie too, but I feel like McGonagall, because he was there so frequently
And yeah, McGonagall more
around
so
her.
because like he didn't have to share McGonagall really as much. Like whereas like Effie's James's mom and like she has such a pure heart, but is probably like James would probably come first all the time. I feel like, you know,
That's
because
what she
like
said.
shut up. No,
Okay, continue.
Isabella,
James moment, continue.
that was foul.
You just set me up for that, okay? It just
He would
came
though. He
it
would.
just came out.
That's what she said. Anyway,
Yeah,
she
James
would
would come first though.
prioritize James
Yeah.
over like anything in the long run, I feel like.
Hmm.
Like, yes, she still would have cared for Sirius, but like,
I feel like
yeah,
she knew like there wasn't a whole lot she could do for the longest time
yeah,
because of like he still technically is supposed to live with his parents until he's like 16, 17 when he can make his own
yeah.
choice. But yeah, I also feel like when McGonagall found out what happened with Halloween and how he betrayed them,
Hmm.
she would have been like, that is not what he would
That is
not do
not
that.
the Sirius I know.
And then eventually, like, she was like, okay, like maybe he did do it, but I don't know how I can believe this.
Yeah.
Like, it's like when, I don't like to say this, but when a mother of a serial killer finds out that they did, oh my God, all these things. Sorry, I just choked.
Oh my
Like
god.
the mother of a serial killer finds out that they did these things. They're like in denial and they're like, no, my son would never do this. My
Yeah.
child would never do this.
Yeah, I agree. I 100% agree.
And I think that it would have like impacted her a little bit. Well, a lot. Because it
Oh,
was
I
all of
definitely
her
think cuz she
boys.
she cared about them.
Yeah.
And then James died. She thought Peter was dead. Sirius is a traitor, and then Remus is like
And
all
then
alone now.
she knows that Remus is alone on the full
Yeah, like
moons every time.
that would just be horrible.
And I feel like when he came back, when Remus, sorry, I'm talking about Remus now, but when he
That's
went
okay.
to Hogwarts and worked there, I feel like she was happier knowing that like he wasn't
He had
alone
some
and he
stability.
had like
Yeah.
connections with Poppy and her
Yeah. Yeah.
and students,
Oh, we got to talk
Harry.
about Poppy, by the way. I'm in love
Love
with
her.
her for real.
I love her. And I love Wise Flower. That that ship is one of
Yeah.
my favorites.
They're so cute. We'll get into that later.
Yeah.
We might have to do a little episode on that.
But yeah, I think Minnie would have been very important in his life.
Absolutely.
And she's like one of those teachers that really impacted, like when you have a good teacher, they really impact you. Even though she was
Yeah.
strict and was like, no, like don't be doing that.
I have
You
a
have
teacher like
detention.
that who's basically like McGonagall, where she was like very strict and stuff, but you could still tell she cared so deeply.
Yeah.
So shout out to my seventh and eighth grade art teacher, Miss Groton. Not that you're
It's
gonna listen to this, probably.
it's always the art teachers. I
Always.
swear.
Also, my math teacher for senior year, he was a good teacher, and he
Yeah.
really like helped me
Yeah,
get through some stuff. He was
I don't
great.
I don't like teachers like Snape who just hate their students and hate their job
Yeah,
because
I
like
have a teacher like that too. Funny enough.
if you're just nice to the students and you actually care about their well-being, you will literally like be the most popular teacher
Yeah.
in the school
Oh yeah.
for a good reason, not for being their boggart.
They're bug.
God,
Oh, I could talk about that scene so
we
much.
will.
Okay.
We will.
Oh yeah,
But
because we're gonna do the movies. So
yeah,
yeah. Yippee.
do you want to talk about headcanons now?
Sure.
Did you
What are
have
your?
any or do you want me to say them? Okay.
I didn't find any that I really liked.
Okay.
Most of
I
them,
just
like
have
I
a
just
few.
they don't line up with Sirius's personality. That like
Yeah.
what I've made in my head.
Yeah, no, I was trying to look at like TikTok and it didn't really do
Yeah.
much justice for me.
I'll have to
Um,
go on Tumblr next time.
yeah. I already talked about this, but I think that he's not as rowdy as the fandom makes him out to be. I don't like that narrative. I think that
Yeah.
he is very just like yeah, I feel like around James he might have been a little bit like that,
But
but
that's
on
because he
his
would have been
own,
feeding off of James's energy. And
yeah, and
James
that's
is
what
going to be more rowdy oh
everyone in
yeah.
real life does that with different people. Like it's
Yeah.
just bound to happen. But I think on his own, he would have been a lot more like quiet and just
He's
like
very
doing,
chill, I
yeah,
think.
laid back, very laid
Yeah.
back, low maintenance, like you said, with like the friendships
Yeah.
with Lily.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one is painful. So I hope you're
Uh-oh.
ready.
Uh-oh. I'm not
And
ready. Hold on. Give me a minute. Okay, go.
it has to do with Reggie. So
Oh no, I'm not ready.
yeah. So,
Okay, hold
and
on.
I'm gonna shout out Salem on TikTok. I think their
Oh, is
username
that the
is,
one that I follow?
I think so, Prongsy Boy or something.
Yeah.
Um, they made a video about this. I don't know if you saw it, you might have, but
I don't
it
know.
was
I don't see
something
a lot of
like
stuff.
Sirius couldn't do his eyeliner after Regulus died because all he could see was Regulus in his eyes. Yeah. So don't
Don't,
blame
I'm
me,
gonna
blame
cry.
Salem.
Blaming them. Unfollowed right now. What the
Yeah.
hell? No. Who thinks of this shit?
People
I'm gonna
that
cry.
want to ruin my life.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, another thing. I am obsessed with that song, Dear Arkansas Daughter, right now. And Sirius has dark curls, and Remus has watercolor
Oh, the
eyes.
you with the darkest.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like
Oh
that
my god,
trend.
it's you and me.
It is. Because don't you have blue eyes?
I do. Although it's not watercolored, it's watercolor, like a watercolor palette.
Oh.
So it can be any color. Although, when I think of watercolor, I don't think of brown eyes. I'm sorry to all the brown eyed people.
Yeah, I don't either, and I have
I
brown
think of
eyes,
like
so
green and blue and like purple and pink and
I
orange.
saw that it was more of like eyes that cry, and I feel like you cry a lot. No offense.
Hey, you did not have to say that. But yeah,
But
okay, yeah,
you're
that would
more
make sense.
emotional than I
Oh,
am,
absolutely.
and I have curls and dark hair, so I mean,
Okay,
there you go.
I like that meaning better actually. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and I see that in Regulus being watercolor eyes.
Same, and James has dark curls.
Oh,
I
stop.
know, I'm
Okay,
gonna
we're not talking
cry.
about Regulus yet. Don't say it
Ah,
yet.
we should
Keep it.
talk about them
Leave
right
it.
now.
We should.
I love them. It's okay. We'll get to them
Okay.
eventually.
Okay. I have.
Next episode, we get to talk about them.
Yeah, we're talking about
Okay, sorry. I
James.
got very excited.
Okay. I'm going to say this one because I feel like you've heard it before, but
Okay.
the kind of speech that Sirius says to Harry in Order of the Phoenix, where he's like, we've all got both light and dark inside us.
Mm-hmm.
James said something very similar to him when he was younger.
Yeah, I have heard that.
That that's very like special. And when Sirius realized that Harry was going through the same thing he would have, like thinking that he's a bad person for what he went through,
Yeah.
Sirius was like, oh my God, like the James is coming out of me right
I
now.
gotta use this. Thanks, homie.
Yeah. Didn't credit him though. He's like, this is my
Man.
wisdom. This is my
Oh my
wisdom, not
god, he's
his.
a thief.
But yeah, I really like that. And I think it shows, like, again, why their relationship, like Harry and Sirius, is very important because they,
Yeah.
like, have the same experience, kind of.
Yeah.
And then this is the one that I forgot and then had to,
Okay.
like, get my
It's
old
a
notebook.
surprise. Isabella, for like 20 minutes, was like, I forgot this one, I forgot it. And then wouldn't tell me what it was. So I'm excited to hear.
It's sad.
Oh,
So
God.
obviously, Sirius grew up very unloved in his family. And I think
Yes.
that James would have been the first one to actually hug him, like give him a hug, and was like genuine about it.
I don't
And
like you right
and
now.
I think that Sirius would have been like, what is this?
I don't like
I
you
don't
right
like
now.
this. And then he
Yeah,
realized,
because
oh,
Regulus wouldn't know what a hug is either.
yeah. And maybe James gave Regulus his first hug too. Aw. His hug
Stop!
virginity.
I don't like you. You're making me cry.
But yeah, that's all my
That's
headcanons.
beautiful. Those are beautiful headcanons.
Yeah. I have too
I
many.
don't I don't have any headcanons. I have a lot of Jegulus headcanons that I can't wait to spill.
I
I'm
can't
gonna
wait to
definitely
hear
be
them.
more active and involved in the James and Regulus episodes.
Yeah.
And then obviously Peter. I'm also very excited to talk
Oh,
about Peter. I have
we're
a lot to say.
we both like
That
are
one's
very
gonna be
passionate about
that one's
Peter.
gonna be a little bit longer, I definitely think.
Yeah, because there's a lot to talk about,
There's so much.
and a lot
Our
of it has to do
conversation,
with the fandom
yeah,
and
our
how they treat him.
conversation with about Peter we had because we've had one privately.
Yeah.
Um, it was like 2 hours, I think, almost.
Yeah, it
So
was
we'll cut it down
very
a bit, obviously.
yeah. No one wants to listen to like 3 hours of us just
Yeah, talking
blabbering.
about Peter. Yeah,
But yeah, that was I thought we weren't gonna say much for Sirius, but I think we got there
yeah.
eventually.
I think we did good, especially going into like his family and his backstory. And
Yeah.
we did talk a lot about canon, but I feel like a lot of the fanon, it's not like storyline stuff in the
Yeah.
fanon for Sirius. Whereas like with Reggie, most of it is fanon. Whereas like we're gonna have like a little bit of canon to talk about only.
Hmm. But I'm excited to talk about Regulus.
I'm
I'm so passionate about him and Peter.
I'm so
And I'm
excited to
so
talk about
excited.
James and
I
Regulus
know.
and Peter. Especially James though, because I love him so much. And I actually would like to thank my ex friend for gatekeeping Remus. So I moved on to James because now I'm a James girly and
I
I
like
wouldn't want it
James too.
any other way. I mean, I always liked James, but
Yeah.
like I really started liking him after that. So
Yeah.
I'm excited.
But yeah, you gotta stay tuned. This is our
Yeah.
third episode
Oh my
already.
God. It's crazy.
No.
It's going
Thank
by
you
so fast.
to everyone who's supporting us. Make sure to
Yes. Thank
subscribe,
you.
like, comment, follow wherever you are on Spotify, whatever.
Again, to
Do
my
all that you
friends,
can.
again, to my friends who I've forced to listen to this. Thank you. I love you all. I appreciate you with all of my heart. Thank you.
And we love you.
Oh,
Mwah.
and Gus, if you're listening, you're a fiend.
Gus.
Sorry. That's an inside joke between me and my friend. So if she's
Oh.
listening, I'll know.
Oh. Oh, this is a test to see
Yeah, it's a
if she'll
test to see if she's
listen.
actually going to listen. Because she
That's
told me she
smart.
did. But then
Okay.
she had trouble listing my favorite character. So I
Hmm.
just got to test her.
Yeah. But this is always gonna be fun for me. It's
Yes.
honestly like so nice to just talk because like obviously my friends like they don't like the Marauders and they don't
Mine
like
either.
understand it. So like having that outlet where I can just talk and talk and talk and not just like literally like text it to someone and be like, "Oh yeah, I really like this
Yeah.
character."
And you know I'm not bored. I'm engaged and I'm
Yeah.
talking with you and I'm intrigued.
Like you're
Because
not just like
I,
secretly on your phone and you're like,
yeah.
"Shut up."
No, I
But
am
yeah.
actually
You know, I think
kidding.
our conversations are always good about the Marauders.
Yes. I love them and I love that we're going to bring some joy to some people by talking about
Yeah.
this and bring some
And like
insight.
you guys can totally like join the conversation in the comments and like
Oh, yes,
I we
please. I
love like
love it.
getting comments and reading
I
them
love
and
hearing
sending
other
them to each
people's
other.
opinions.
Yeah. Even if you like don't agree with us, like I want to hear it.
Oh,
I want
yeah,
to like
please.
know your
Like,
thoughts.
this is like a hate-free thing. Like, we want to know your opinions, even if you're a Snape
Yeah, if you're a
enjoyer.
Snape stan, welcome.
You know what? Tell us
We don't
why.
like him. Tell us why,
Tell
but
us why you like him.
yeah, we want to hear it honestly. Truly and
Yes,
honestly.
very
This is
truly.
this oh my god, wow. What?
What
Someone
was
just died.
that? Oh my
Someone almost
God.
died.
It was serious.
Probably. But yeah, this has been
Thank you.
fun.
This has been Marauders at Midnight.
Yeah,
Thank you for listening.
you're welcome. Bye.
Bye.
Can't wait till I never have to hear your voice.
Oh God, I know. I never want to talk to you again.
Ugh.
Jeez. You're too
Ugh.
obsessed with me. Ugh.
I am obsessed with you.
I know. I'm obsessed with you too.
I have a fan page for you. It's secret though, so
Don't
you
you
can't see
actually
it.
have a fan page for one of your friends?
Yes.
Waiting for mine.
Okay.
Wait, please tell me you don't actually have one. That's
No,
secret.
not
Okay.
yet. Not yet.
Okay. I can't wait till I find it by accident.